Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for y'all today. Happy Memorial. I don't know. Happy Memorial Day seems like a contradiction in terms. Memorial Day is supposed to be a day of mourning, I suppose. Well, Memorial Day to everyone. If everyone's celebrating, whatever you guys are doing, it's good to have everyone aboard. Expect a quiet show today. I'm going to do 2 shows today. Not sure I'm going to get a ton of views today, as it is Memorial Day, but in the U.S. at least. Maybe get some of my non-US people up in here today. But guys, jump on, roll on. We have some fights on Wednesday. I'm looking forward to. We're just 36 hours away from those fights. I already dropped one video on Nunez and Rikishi. I'm working on Takai video right now. I'm going to have that out for you guys shortly. Already got most of the tape done on that. That's a fairly easy fight to tape. I'm actually not that impressed with Takai, but I certainly think he's going to win. I thought I was more impressed with him live than when I actually watched the tape on him. I'm not super impressed with him. But his opponent Tung D is really basic, really elementary. He shouldn't have too much of a difficult time figuring him out. All right, guys. It's good to have everyone aboard. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me all forms of social media, 3D Boxing blog. Make sure to join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in the little ticker below. I've pinned it in the chat as well. It's good to have everyone aboard today. Get the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing. I'm going to get you guys a lockout probably. I'm going to get it out to you probably tomorrow morning, maybe late tonight. I got to see what I got going on. But I want to include the Takei fight because I think the odds on this are pretty interesting. So I want to get this involved. I definitely want to work this in. So I'm going to get you guys a lock sooner than expected. I'll have at least another lock or 2 out for you as well. So I want to get that out for you guys. So make sure you join the Patreon, get the lock of the week, like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing blog at all forms of social media. Join the Patreon, get the absolute best gambling advice, get the lock of the week, get Ask the Bookie anything, get losing my brain here. Get the updated props and the live betting in the Discord. You get free access to the Discord as well. After you guys do that, make sure to head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar, the Carnival Bar. CarnivalBar.com. It's a meal in your pocket, the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and serves for you to get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's CarnivalBar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. There's something wrong with my stomach today. I'm not sure what it is. Let's get into today's show. All right, shall we? Let's get into today's show. Let me start with some of these chats, and then we'll get into today's show in just a bit. What up, Cedric? How is Gallegos a plus 135 when he stopped and dominated the first fight? We're going to discuss this. This is very interesting. It's a great question, 79. This is a great question. What up, Fast Car? It's good to have you aboard. Wilmer's in the house. Good to have you, Wilmer. Jab Zuda in the house. Best name. Muscles is here. What up, Muscles? Good to have Muscles here. Lee Van, my boy Lee Van. Gary, put the pic of the fight so we can see. You know I love Verge. Wait, can you guys not see Verge? Where is Verge? Verge is behind my head. There you go. Do you like Tung? I like Takai. Tung D is pretty plotting. He's pretty straightforward. He's pretty straight in and out. He's a basic guy. He's not a bad fighter. I just don't think he's a world-class fighter. I don't think he's going to have a lot of success with Takai. This guy uses the ring, athlete. He's not your typical Japanese fighter where it's real tight, jab, jab, not a lot of movement. He's not your typical Japanese fighter, and he lacks some of the fundamentals. But he should. I don't think he's gonna have too much problem with Tungdi in this fight. I'm working on the tape on it now. I'm in love with the under. I like the under too. Yeah, what's up with Gallegos being the underdog with him winning the first fight? Should we take advantage of that with those odds? Yeah. I'm gonna get to all of it, guys. But before we do, guys, please smash the like button, subscribe if you have not already. Let me go over the week real quick. So today is Monday. I'm gonna go live twice today. I'm gonna do an evening show as well, 8 o'clock Eastern time or whatever. I'm gonna do that show, and then I'm gonna do at least one show tomorrow, probably just one show tomorrow, and then 2 on Wednesday. Because the early show, I'll recap the Japanese fight, and then we'll do an evening show, so we'll have a lot there. The Wednesday show, well, I'll come up with a time frame, and then I'm gonna bring you guys and then we'll do probably 2 on Thursday and then Friday. We'll bring you lots of shows. We'll bring you at least one a day, and a bunch of the days we'll bring you 2 shows. Additionally, I'm going to bring you guys a video every day. I'm working on Takai and Tungdi right now. A fairly easy fight, fairly simple, straightforward fight to break down. This will be a fairly video. We're going to take Takai in this fight. I've only got through one fight of Tungdi, but I've certainly seen enough. No disrespect to the guy. He's not bad. Strong guy, come forward, pretty basic, not much speed. Looks like he's got nice power, nice uppercuts on the inside. He's just not going to be able to track Takai down. Takai's going to move all over him and light him up, I think. Gallegos did better than the odds suggest. He kind of dominated throughout. Yeah. Are you guys ready? You guys ready to get into the book? All right. You guys have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Pro Box odds first. Let's look at everything, and then we'll get into DraftKings. All right, we got the Nunes fight, which is this is the one right here. 2-1. He's basically a 2-1 dog. I like Rikishi, and then we have this fight. This fight is something I do want to bet on. I want to lock this up. Takai is fairly easy, fairly straightforward. DraftKings doesn't have a lot here. We're obviously going to take Jamal Charlo there too. Just don't have a ton here. All right. I think I know what I want to get into. On this. Let me get through some of these, and then we'll open up the DraftKings book. 79 Pro says, I hardly gave a round to Khalil. Yeah, I'm going to go back. I haven't. That's going to be the next fight I do. I'm going to do Takai and Tungdi. That's going to be out today. And tomorrow I'm going to get into a Khalil Cole fight. I'm going to break that down. Jill, we're going to have to be jumping on a plus 135. Let me get to it. Because, Khalil Cole was Eddie Hearn's guy. Like he was one of the guys that Eddie Hearn, and he's never been good to me. So it's not like this was something shocking, like when Raymond Ford settled for a draw really early in his career. Like this is more Otha Jones, where it's like this guy's not what we told he was. Like this guy is not what he was advertised to be. Khalil Cole is good. He's a good fighter. I picked him to win fights before. I don't know why it's just a foregone conclusion that he's this big of a favorite in a fight that he largely got dominated in. But I'm going to get to the tape. I haven't gotten to the tape yet. We got till Friday on that one. I'm going to get to that on Tuesday. It's still Monday, guys. It's the first show of the week. I'm going to get into everything. But yeah, Gallegos to beat Cole again. I don't see why not off the top of my head. Let me get into it. I'll chop that all up though. I'm already on in, but I think I like it enough to hit it again, Muscle. I don't. It's probably worth the risk. What up, Rando? Trying to. I lost last week. Last week was the first week since April that I've lost. Since April 20th, since Easter, was the first week that I've lost. So Trying to get that back, Rando. Trying to get that back. Last week was a rough one, and it looked so good up until the main and co-main of that Saturday afternoon card. I was up pretty good for the week. I hit Louis Sylvester money line. I'm sorry, Louis Sylvester by decision. I had hit that. I hit my first parlay. It was looking good, and then I had a little bet on McGregor by decision. That obviously didn't work. I lost that parlay because I had the over on it. That didn't hit. And then Josh Taylor lost and killed the second parlay. So I went from like what was I up? I was up about 1,100 to down 900, like that. Lost 900 last week. It wasn't as bad as I had thought originally. I lost I lost. I was down about 900 for the week. That's part of the life, though, guys. That's part of life. Damn, but what if Code makes adjustments and that's a possibility. I got to go back and watch more tape on Code, not just this fight, to see how he makes adjustments in other fights. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that Code wins or loses. I think this is going to take a little bit deeper dive into it. Khalil Cole, I think, has upside. How does he adjust? Where do we rank Gallegos? Those are more of the questions than is Code good or does he suck? Can he make adjustments? How good is Gallegos? Can Gallegos replicate that performance? I got Conor. See, people are going to take Conor rematch. I don't like to Kai at those odds. I like to go the distance. I like to go this. I don't have a prop on that. I think it definitely goes the distance. But if it goes to, check it out. Tung D straight in, straight out, good shots. Tung D's going to win. He's going to knock him out. Right, so if it goes the distance, he's not going to win 7 of 12 rounds against Takai. So Takai's going to win rounds. So if you like it to go the distance, which I do too, how's Tung D going to win? He's not going. He doesn't have the volume. He doesn't have the skill set. He doesn't have the feet. He doesn't have a dominant jab to disrupt Takai. Takai is the better athlete. He's going to use the ring. He's going to put rounds in the bank. And unless Tung D can chop him down, which I don't think he can. He's not that good. He's not great at cutting off the ring. He's going to lose. Unless he can knock him out. I'm afraid that honestly, but he only really did well on one. Damn, now I'm worried about picking Gallegos. You don't miss on that prediction. I don't think it's an easy fight. Let me get to the tape. I know this is the fight everyone wants me to get into. I was more into the Fulgham fight, and I'm pretty confident now. I like Fulgham to win that fight, but it's going to be a tough week. In my opinion, Ko has really good skills, man. I was at the first fight in Philly. Ko just didn't have the gas tank. I'm telling you, though, he's so much more skilled than Gallegos. I agree. If you're chopping up the tape and you're checking boxes, Ko checks way more boxes, right? But it's not a box checking contest. It's a fight. And can Cole make the adjustments? This is going to be an interesting week. I'm going to take a poll on this because hang on real quick. This is the poll question. Real simple question. Who wins the rematch? Ko? Gallegos. We'll put a draw as an option too. Start poll. All right. The poll is live, guys. Everyone vote in the poll. Because I'm actually interested in this now. Everyone seems so confident one way or the other. And I really don't have an opinion yet. I don't think this is an easy fight to guess. It's just going to have to really study the tape on this. I'm watching Takai and Tung D, and to me, this is fairly simple. Go to have to take advantage of the under 1.5 knockdown props this weekend if they offer it. From your lips to God's ears, that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. Bro, you need to sleep. We'll all still be here. Take a day, my man. I feel like you're always working. I do this for a living, right? So like this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I try to always be working. 12 by stoppage is a great bet. I agree. Like I don't have a prop on that yet, but we're definitely gonna 12 by stoppage is definitely on the table. For those picking Co, how do you see him winning? It's a good question, Will. How do you see him winning? I have Gallegos, but interested to hear others' opinion. If you're picking Co, what adjustments are you going to make? Because he lost the first fight convincingly. Muscle says, I did notice that too, that Co didn't have the coordination in the condition in the first fight. I think he works on his condition this fight. That may really give a different outcome to this fight. I was saying Takai fight isn't going the distance. Isn't going. Takai's not a puncher. So you think, okay, 79, you taking Tung D by stoppage? Is that what you like? Or do you think someone's getting knocked out? Takai doesn't really sit down on his shots. He's kind of just using the ring. Tung D's got some snap on his punches. He doesn't have the best knockout ratio. It's not bad. It's 9 knockouts in 15 fights. I mean, it's pretty good. But it's not sensational. Takai's got 8 knockouts in 10 fights. But his last 2 fights where he's fought good opposition, he's gone the distance. When he's fought nobodies, he's basically stopped the nobodies. He has. He's an athlete with good ring prowess. He can use the ring. He can land. He winds up. He throws big shots. Those aren't going to land against high level opposition, though. Like those punches aren't scoring with accuracy like they are against lower level guys. So when he throws those wide hooks and lead lefts, they're not going to land. Maybe against Tung D they will. I don't know. He's got an 80% knockout ratio against somewhat decent opposition. It's not terrible. 79. Well, Bonham mainly, I think he has to do with conditioning. I mean, Gallegos did have success to the body. Yeah, I think that's fair from GOAT. Gallegos took Co's conditioning from him by hitting him in the body so much. But I think a big part, so I want to give him credit as well. Yeah, absolutely GOAT. But I think a big part of him winning was Co slacking. We're going to find out a lot in the rematch. Slacking in camp. Oh, no, I got you. Only one Far Eye. What's up, my man? Co has always had conditioning problems. Yup. I like Fulgham too. I definitely like Fulgham in that fight. Yodapong is very entertaining. I think he will force the fight and probably get slept though. All right, so take it. Yeah. I don't see him. He's a good fighter. I don't see him as a world-class fighter though. Like he's gonna come up short. He might make entertaining fights and it'd be fun and he could have moments. I just don't see him. He's too straight in. He's too basic, but he's good. He's got nice, crisp uppercuts on the inside. He's got good power. He's got a solid jet. Like he's not bad. I just don't see a world-class fighter in him. What's good, my man? What's good? What's up, King? Jab Zuda's in the house. What up, Jab? It looked more like Gallegos was zapping that gas tank with consistent body attack. No, yeah. So I'm saying Gallegos took his conditioning from him. I think there's something to be said for that, for sure. All right. Yeah. No, I don't want to make it look like Gallegos won because Co sucks. Co doesn't suck. Khalil Co does not suck. Gallegos won, and now we need to figure out if he's good enough to win again. And is Co good enough to make adjustments? All right. You're right. This is a hard fight to predict. I'm not 100% Co wins, but I pick him. I don't think, he's on paper, he's better. But the fights, I don't know. Like on paper, Co should win. If we're just scouting these guys at the gym, it comes better. Co should win. But it's a fight in the ring. Victor Zetkov. How do you see the Sugar Nunez against Rikishi fight going? It's a really good fight. I did the tape on this. This just comes down to who executes better. Rikishi's at home. If he stays composed and he stays behind the jab and he keeps the fight at long range, he wins the fight. If he gets into a firefight and loses, and he gets into a firefight and exchanges with Nunez, he's so wide open in the exchanges, and that's Nunez's. That's his advantage right there. The firefight up close in exchanges. If that happens, he's probably going to get knocked out. Rikishi's probably going to get knocked out, right? This is a tough fight. Rikishi can win this fight by stoppage. He can win it by points. I think Nunez can really only win it by points. Nunez can only win it by stoppage. The only way he wins this fight is if he gets into an absolute firefight with them. So I'm taking Rikishi. It's a 50-50 kind of fight. It's another very, very tough fight to bet. I would not take the under knockdown prop on this fight. I'm just ever so slightly edging Rikishi to win this fight. I was not impressed with either one of them on tape, honestly. It's just hard for me to take Ko if he got dominated and stopped. It's a fair point. It's absolutely a fair point. It's a fair point, 79. He got dominated and stopped. Why take him in a rematch against the same guy a couple months later? I feel 79. It looked like he couldn't take the power almost. There's no adjustment for that. Fair take, 79. I'm thinking Tungdi gets stopped because his defense is abysmal. Yeah. And sits in the pocket the whole fight. But I also think Tungdi could land. He could. He just got to keep moving. Tungdi can't cut off the ring, right? Like he's no Miguel Belt, he's no Triple G or Beltran at cutting off the ring. This fight's gonna happen. On Takai's terms. He's going to use the ring, and he's going to, I'm not saying that Tungdi can't have any moments. He can. I just don't think he's going to stop him. He's not that big of a hitter where he can change it all real quick. Although he's got pretty good pop, it seems like he commits to his shots. I think Takai outlasts him, outworks him, uses the ring, and he pretty much dominates round after round. Why do Japanese have fights midweek? I've seen them many times. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know. The fights on the weekends, it was started in the UK and the US, and I don't know why I have midweek fights. I don't know. I can't pick this. It's too tough for me. It's a tough fight to pick. If you're right, Gallegos is a body snatcher. Great point. How you feel about the Caleb Plant fight? Caleb Plant's going to dominate. Caleb Plant on points. Given how early Ko became uncomfortable, round 3, I think it's still going to be very difficult, even if he's in better shape. It's not, this is a very tough fight to pick. It's not like Ko was dominating the fight, fell asleep for a moment, and got caught. He got beat up, guys. I got Plant easy. Round 3 or 4, no, I got you. Gary, you have to see Ray Ford's reaction to Eddie telling him that Ko is rematching in Mexico. I got to see. Does anyone have that? Let me know if anyone's got the link. I do want to see that. Do we like Plant by stoppage? I like him on points. Plant should get the KO. Maybe. I wouldn't bet on it. I would just parlay Plant money line. He could get a stop, but I wouldn't bet on it. If I had to bet, I would take Plant by decision, but I'd always take Plant by decision. Do we like Nunez fight to go the distance? I do. I do like Nunez fight to go the distance, which is why I'm taking Rikishi. Yeah, you're right. Lee is right. Sugar Nunez has a lot of hype behind him, and I'm not exactly sure why. I watched the tape on him. I'm not impressed by him. There's not a ton of tape on him. He hasn't fought a whole bunch of world-class fighters, and the tape on him's not good. I mean, it's not bad. I'm not saying Nunez sucks. He could win the fight. He's not a bad fighter. But I don't. I put in my Discord. Why do we love this? I just watched the tape on Nunez. Why do we love this guy? I don't get it. I like the over too. Is the Nunez fight on Pro Box? Is the Nunez no, it's on DAZN. Wait. Hang on. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, it's on DAZN. It's on DAZN. I thought so. It's on DAZN. It's on DAZN 2 o'clock in the morning. Rikishi not really being able to keep Mangisi off of him is concerning. Yeah, no. Fair point. And I thought he was winning that fight, but I was alone in that. I think all 3 judges, or at least 2 of them, Mangisi was definitely up on the cards going into the last round. I forget if all 3 judges had him up. It was a close fight, I thought, but I thought Rikishi was up by like 1 round, 6-5 going in that last round. But the judges had it the other way. The judges had Mangisi up. I think it was 6-5, 6-5, and then like 8-3 or something like that. Yeah, okay. A lot. That's the popular opinion, TJ. You know, what I would say is a lot of people who I trust rate Sugar. They think Sugar's going to win. The book tells me this fight's going to be pretty close. I think the fight's going to be pretty close. Only one far I given that my Ford, that Trey Ford's Achilles heel is Mexican pressure fighters. Fighting in Mexico would be his biggest nightmare. You got that right. It's on DAZN. They're not going to let you post the link. Only one far eye. He basically implied Chloe is going to get cooked if he's not in shape. Yeah. TG, good point. Is Nunez better than Mangisi in your opinion? Anyone know why Nunez fight against it is go. Let me it is. But it's listed under someone else. Let me pull this up. Hey, Caroli, knock it off, girl. You know what? What are you upset about? You're barking all night. We had thunderstorms last night. Girl, come on, girl. Hey, you want to get out? You want to leave? There you go. My dog, we had thunderstorms last night, and my dog just barks and barks and barks at the thunderstorms. Kept everyone awake last night. All right. Look, this is what I want to do. Who asked this question? Go. If you go to the box rack, right? This confused me too. I was like, I know the fight happened. Why do I not see it? You're going to want to go to this. IBA-Pro. 1-0-1 knockout. I don't know why they do that, but that's where it is. So it's if you got to check that middle box. Box Pro doesn't have it there, so you got to go to the IBA-Pro thing. Eddie also said that there is a do or die for Ko. He's dropping him if he loses. A lot of interesting story. Yeah, I mean, you can't keep him forever. A great point by Ford. The air is dry down there. Yeah. It is on box under the IBA Pro part. Okay. All right. Let me check my poll real quick, and then I'll finally get to the book about a half hour in. Guys are pretty 50-50 on this. Guys, keep voting in this poll. We got 17 votes in. Gallegos 53, Ko 47. Gallegos 53, Ko 47. I expected it to be split like this, guys. Keep voting in this poll. It's been open for about 15 minutes? About 15 minutes, guys. Keep voting in this poll. All right, let me get to my book. Right now, we don't have a ton this week. We got 1, 2, 3. I got a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fights. Do we have a? We have nothing on that. This is going to be tough because these fights are close. I like Rikishi. I don't have an opinion on this yet. I can't believe they got Koa minus 180. That is buck wild. And then Melikuziev and Fulgham. I like Fulgham in this fight. I do like Fulgham in this fight. I want to work Takai to my parlay. Hopefully they add a prop. If they add Charlo by stoppage, I'm going to take that. But right now I don't really have a parlay because of these odds. I don't want to give you guys things that I may not hit. I want to give you a definitive parlay. I'm probably going to throw some money, even money on Fulgham. I may throw some money on Rikishi as well. Got no props on any of these things. The lack of props is killing me. To me, god dang shame, guys. God dang shame, no lack of props. But right now, tentatively, and this may I can't. I'm lighting off. I got to go back and watch this fight. So, all right. Tentatively, I would take Rikishi money line, Takai money line, fight to go over. I would take both these fights to go over. No, I would just take this money line. I would take this fight to go. I would take Nunes Rikishi to go over. I would take Takai money line. Gallegos Co. I will get back to you on that. Melikuziev, Fulgham. I like Fulgham. Charlo and Caleb Plant. Charlo by stoppage. Caleb Plant's take him on a money line. That's what I got for you right now. We'll have a lot more into this as the week gets rolling, as we get more props. We'll get more into it, guys. But please like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna wrap this up soon. I will be back again tonight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I rate Nunes higher than Manisi, and he was well up on the cards in their fight. Let me see. I think well up is wrong. I think he was up on 2 of the 3 cards. Manisi is my paisan. That's my boy. Well, I don't think he was well up. Let me see the cards. Oh, he was up more than I thought. Okay, it was 106, 103, 106, 103, 107, 102. He's up more than I thought. Okay. Masanori Rikishi. Maybe you guys are right. You guys might be right. Oh, we entertaining Lamana beating Maul. No, I'm not entertaining. I don't care how long Maul's been out of the ring. No. Eddie Hearn will drop a black American boxer if they lose 1 or 2 fights, but his Brits can get fucked up by Queensberry fighters over and over, and they got to stay on the roster. Yeah, that's an in-depth question. Yes, factually, you are correct. But his stable of fighters is mostly in the UK. Does he drop black fighters in the UK? I don't think so. Yeah, he just drops his American fighters who happen to be black quicker than he drops his UK fighters, from what it seems like. I know Eddie. Like factually, this is a factual statement. He's not wrong. He dropped his white fighters quickly in America too. Remember White Chocolate, Nikita Bobby? He's gone. And so is the other kid, the Albanian kid. What was his name? Like, he just drops his American fighters quicker. He needs to have a bigger stable over in the UK. What was the Albanian kid's name? He got dropped too. Hang on. Well, Rashad Matty. That was his name. Rashad Matty. Rashad Matty and Nikita Bobby both got dropped with the quickness too. Well, not a Bobby so much. he hung on to a Bobby for a while. But Rashad Mahdi got dropped quickly. I don't even think he should have dropped Mahdi. Charles, three-way money line or stop. It's Gallegos is my two-leg I'm most confident on. There you go. Only one far eye. I know you've seen Kevin Farmer open up on plus 188. I'm not surprised. They hate Tev. They hate him. Mac 3D. You have Nunez or Rikishi? I like Rikishi. Ever so slightly. I think it's a 50-50 kind of fight, Mac. But I'm definitely leaning towards Rikishi in this fight. And at the odds, I think it's a value play. White Chocolate had so much hype for a year. Yeah, he did. And he was not the one. Nikita Bobby was not the one. Do I think Eddie Hearn is begging Sky Nicholson? Yes. Yes, I do. Rashad Mahdi didn't even lose right. No, he just didn't like Rashad Mahdi. I don't know what happened. He was supposed to fight the Hebrew Hammer, and he got injured or something, and then the fight was off, and then he just got dropped. Rashad Mahdi is 15-0, 8 knockouts. He just got dropped. He hasn't fought in a year, 15 months. His last fight was on a Tom Loeffler card. It's a rough break for this kid. Eddie should have kept his dick out of Sky. Maybe he would have had a better legs. Maybe. That definitely seems like it's a thing, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna be live again tonight to recap this. Hopefully they drop more odds, and then I'm gonna have the Takai video out tonight as well. So I got a lot of content coming out for you guys over the next day or so, and I'll be live again tomorrow. Does anyone know if this is true? Liam Paro got dropped? I don't know. I don't know if Liam Paro got dropped. That's a good question, Rambler. I don't know. Let me see if I can Google it. I'm not seeing it. Liam Paro's got a fight coming up. Did he get dropped? Dropped or not? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he's fighting on a non-matchroom card. I don't know. All right, guys, I gotta wrap this up. I'll be back live tonight. I don't know if he dropped him. Maybe his contract just expired. I don't know. I can't. I couldn't find any. Just on a quick Google search, dropped by matchroom. I didn't see anything. He's fighting on a non-matchroom card. I don't necessarily have an answer for you. I don't know if he was dropped or not. All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. It is May 26th, 2025. I will be back tonight from Texas to the world. Thank you. Oh, let me check my poll real quick. I got to check my poll real quick. Guys, like Gallegos, slightly 57-43. You guys got Gallegos. I'm going to end that poll. All right, guys. All right. From Texas to the world, thank you, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.